Halloween if you celebrate, but happy Friday if you don't. Today is October 31st, 2025. I'm here with your November 2025 reading. I'm about to get my jacket. I hope all is well. Sorry if you hear my loud ass fucking neighbor upstairs. Loud as fuck. Sorry. But happy Friday. I hope all is well. I hope you had a good day. I hope you had a good week. Let me get my jacket. Yo, that noise, it's every fucking day. All hours of the fucking 24-hour day period, honey. Especially at 3 a.m. It be loud as fuck. And when they be waking me up, I just start yelling and asking questions through the wall. Why do you have to be so loud? Okay, it's like, have some consideration. But anywho, I talk about that all the time. Let's get to you. Some Florida water. If you're going out, stay safe. Don't drink and drive. But enjoy your life. Whether that means staying at home or going outside. Check the kids' candy. Okay. That's all the auntie messages I have for today. All right, let's cleanse. Thank you, God. All right, let's pray. God, Divine Source, Holy Spirit, thank you for allowing me to guide Virgo placements on their November 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine protection. Gratitude. Ashe. Hold on, my bracelet is stuck in my onesie. Hold on. All right, there we go. Okay, so it feels like in the month of November, you're riding the wave. Water aerobics could be a theme for some of you, or something that you are wanting to get into. I do feel like it would be very good for you at this time, especially since Pisces is your sister sign, your opposite. All right, but let's see what the energetic theme is for you in November. Virgo. I feel like the goal is to keep showing up. That's the goal. Just to keep showing up. Feels like there's a lot of resistance. Not in the cards, but energetically. Like the cards are reflecting the resistance, the energy. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. It feels like there's resistance. You want peace. Again, riding the wave is your theme. I feel like people want your attention, or you could want someone's attention, but in order to get your attention, drama could be created. Started 411 information. All right, let's see. Virgo's energetic theme. Oh, my nose is running. Beautiful. So on the bottom, you have Secret Spring Success 34. All right, so interesting. Yeah, first card you have Wild Rose Fairy. Some of you could be a fairy for Halloween, or could have been a fairy. But number 47, which breaks down to 11, this card is in reverse, but Wild Rose Fairy Love in reverse. And then you have number 5, Wizard of the Woods Focus. So some could be fairies, some could be wizards. This doesn't have to be a Halloween thing, this theme or thing. It could be just an energy that you are carrying. If you're a feminine energy, you could be carrying the energy of the fairy. If you are a masculine energy, you could be carrying the energy of the wizard. Energies can be interchangeable. All right, but no matter who you are, with secret spring success, I don't feel like this is more so connecting to spring solstice. It could, because spring begins in March, and this card number is 34. But with it being secret spring success, and as you see, this card is more so dark. Yeah, and then underneath is healing. But if there's it's giving surprise success. That's another letter with S. But there's a need to walk around like you got an S on your chest, okay? But with love, you could, I'm getting the energy of loveless. But I'm also getting no love lost and no love found as well. And with focus, okay, so again, it's the thing is to show up. And with focus, yes, you are riding the wave, but I do feel like you're very focused on something particular. Now, it's interesting because this card is primarily green, and green is the heart chakra, but then you have love in reverse. So there's a contradiction here. And I do feel like, you know, your life could be a theme of contradictions, you know, actions not matching your words, and, you know, things can change every day. You are valid to change your mind to make a different decision if it better suits you. However, I do feel like there is something very, very particular that you are focused on. And this could be something that you are creating, the way that this balm is coming from the palm of his hand. And, you know, the palm of the hand is healing energy. But with love, I do feel like people, like you are very focused in November, but, and love is not of a focus, but I do feel like there is someone or suitors or people that want you to focus on them in the aspect of love. It's like, you know, you're focused on whatever it is you're building, you're creating, whatever it is you're trying to do. And other people are focused on cupping season around you. Okay? And it's like, if you don't want to talk to me, deal with me type energy, then who are you talking to, dealing with? And it's like, no one, I'm focused, okay? But it's like people are unable to receive that as well. It's like you're working on a secret success. This could be something that, you know, you start to birth and build and or birth in November, and then, you know, you see the fruits of your labor really come to fruition in the spring, however it flows for you in your personal timeline. But I do feel like people are offended by the way that you move, the way that you have been moving and are moving. I don't feel like that energy is changing. Now with Mercury retrograde, you know, people love to interact throughout that time, and I don't feel like you're very interactive, which is also bothering people as well. Okay? All right, let's get into the tarot with this. I pulled out Secret Spring Success, since we did discuss it, 844. And it's 534. 534. So focus, success. Your focus brings massive success, okay? And divine alignment. Interesting. All right. Virgo. I know I'm shadow banned right now. I don't know why, though. Always happens, though. Damn. Never mind. Virgo. Should be funny. The Doves. You have the Knight of Cups, the Lovers upright, the Ace of Wands upright, Virgo, the World in reverse, June 1st is here, 6-1. The moon, I'll leave it where it came out, in reverse, Virgo. A lot of majors. Damn. Death upright, Virgo, November. Three of Cups in reverse fell on top of the moon in reverse. You have the Four of Cups sideways. Keep this. The Emperor in reverse and the Page of Swords upright. Interesting. Keep splitting the deck to Justice. Anything else for Virgo in November? Okay. All right. So you have the Knight of Cups upright. The Lovers upright. The Ace of Wands upright. The World in reverse. Death upright. The Moon in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups sideways. Emperor in reverse. Page of Swords upright. Seven of Swords in reverse. You have 444 here. With Death breaking down to 4 and the Four of Cups, and the Emperor is the number 4. Okay, so there is some type of offering coming in that is from the divine involving another, okay? The offer represents the Knight of Cups. It is fulfilling and pleasing to the heart is what it's giving, especially since it's followed by the Lovers. And with the Ace of Wands, this represents a new beginning. It's giving you are worthy and you are worthy and you are deserving of that, right? Something coming in unexpectedly, something that's not a part of your current focus. But again, because this card is green, hi Danny, it pleases your heart for sure. Now, with the World in reverse, there's an unfinished cycle that's coming up as well in November that you're being called to not give grace to. And I feel like this is hard for you because as I look at this card, I'm focused on this man who's on his knees with his praying hands. Like, you know, it's giving me the energy of, I hear bartering, but, you know, compromising, wanting to reconcile, something that pulls on your heartstrings. But with Death here, it's time to end it. Yeah. Now, with the Emperor in reverse and the Page of Swords, it's like, you know, when you initiate situations, if it's like that energy provides you power, it's fuel to you. But when you're called to be the quote-unquote bad guy or to bring an ending to something, or to make a judgment call that may serve you and not serve someone else, that tends to deplete your power. And that is something that's coming to, I hear your frontal lobe, what the fuck? But it's coming to a core focus of yours for you to heal through. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse, I do feel like whatever decisions and actions that you are particularly taking in the month of November, we need to go back to April. We will in a second. But in the month of November, it's not deceitful. It's not deceptive. You know, you're not out to hurt anyone. You're not throwing the rock and hiding your hand type of energy. Like you are, it's like, is your heart happy? Does it bring your heart happiness? Does it bring your heart sorrow? Does it make you feel at peace or does it bring anxiety? Like however you process it, as a representation of this Lovers as well, from a different perspective, is it's a-okay with the divine is what it's giving. Before we go to April, you have the Moon in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Cups. So something has already been revealed about a person and or people that feels like playing with information. Like you know something, but you're not doing anything about it. So are you just wanting to see how the story unfolds? Because you are riding the wave. Well, what do you have to say, Virgo? Temperance in reverse. What do you want them to do? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Venus in Virgo. Stop playing along. Stop waiting to see what's going to happen. So going back to how you are focused, but it's like other people around you are disturbed, and they think you are basically up to no good when you really are working on something. I just don't feel like you're verbalizing it. You're not. You're moving very different, which is a reflection of this Ace of Wands as well. And this Lovers more so gives falling in love with another version of yourself as well, with the Nine of Pentacles being here. And that may feel uncomfortable for some of you, but this cycle has been a long time coming as well. But when it comes to, I don't know, there's something about a group. It's basically make the final decision based off the information that you have in the present moment, and all will be well. But if you continue to let something drag, you're going to end up creating negative karma for yourself. So just keep that in mind, because the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse on the bottom, okay? With the Queen of Cups in reverse, with the Eight of Swords, you will become stuck. And it feels like it'll be more so a mental entrapment that trickulates or has a domino effect into a physical entrapment. Happy Hallows Eve. Happy harvest. Sending love back. You are welcome. Okay. Okay. And this over here, this Moon, Temperance, Three of Cups in reverse is a reflection of this love in reverse as a theme. So here, No Fake Love by Gotti. So the Taurus and the Moon in reverse is still peeking out. So the Taurus full moon on November 5th. And then you have 50 here. Focus. You got some decisions to make. Yeah. Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands. All right. What else for Virgo? November 2025. Magician is upright on the bottom. Virgo. The Sun in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse, Virgo. So you're so focused. Okay, hold on. You're so okay. You're so focused. Let me just say that, get it out, okay? You're focused, right? But at the same time, you're overcompensating for something. Whatever you're overcompensating for is a reflection of the Sun in reverse. And with the Two of Wands in reverse, again, you feel very restricted. Just like I said on here, I feel shadow banned. Actually, I am. It always happens, though. It's like a fucking seesaw with fucking YouTube. But it is what it is. And again, the theme is to keep showing up. But with the Four of Swords in reverse, I do feel like you're battling something silently and internally. I don't feel like this is exposed at all. Again, you're moving very different. You're not speaking too much. And it's like the more you don't speak, or the longer that you go from, it's like a timeline has expired, okay? And I don't know, where you have been predictable, the unpredictability is really, it's creating insecurities. And honestly, I feel like the overcompensation is in regards to love. And as I say that, it's like, you know, self-love versus loving others. I feel like that's a battle that you're facing in November. And I feel like where you would usually choose loving others, you're more so, it's like literally you're taking the cups away from everyone and pouring those cups back into yourself. But because, you know, that's unusual for you to do, it's uncomfortable for you too. But I do feel like there is an overcompensation and overexertion of energy, simply because you don't know, and you're in the process of knowing and in the process of finding out and discovering for yourself. And I do feel it's kind of like, as you are in this mode of self-discovery, you're having highs and lows with that. It's just like with a project, you know. You have, you know, you mess up, you fuck up, taking a test, you mess up, you fuck up, and then you study to do better. But it's like you're trying to find like a specific niche. And I feel like whatever this niche is connected to your heart chakra and to just the energy of love, all encompassing, okay? Not to define it by any means, not to define it, okay? But it's like with this Two of Pentacles, like I want to make it work for others. I want to make it work for myself, but I need to figure out how to make it work for myself first. And I feel like, you know, you're creating restriction in a sense, which represents the Two of Wands in reverse with the Four of Swords upright. It's like mentally you're questioning if you're doing the right thing, okay? And then outside of that mentally questioning, you're feeling the projections of others as well. And it's like, you know, you're trying to, I feel like you're finding it very difficult to make yourself happy and others. And your focus, your primary focus wants to be what makes you happy. And again, nothing is wrong with that, okay? Not at all. It's like eyelash. Anywho, yeah, nothing is wrong with that at all. But there's a need to make sure, like, if you feel like you're coming to just a dead end with how you are, quote unquote, experimenting with yourself, it's okay to just drop it for a day, okay? And just, you know, ride the wave, all right? But it feels like, you know, you're starting the month riding the wave, right? Then you got some decisions to make, right? And then it's like you get all up in your head, very mercurial, you're ruled by Mercury. And just like fucking Gemini, okay, you start to be in between two minds, okay? And that, it starts to, where you are, it's like your intention is to heal, to build, to grow, to have that internal, like, secret glow up success, okay? When you do pop out, it's like, hey, what's up? Hello, okay? Like Cardi B said, hello, it's me, all right? But it's like when it starts to become work and not fun, when it starts to become, you know, adulting versus child's play, which would be the Sun in reverse, adulting versus child's play, then it becomes something that you don't want to do, and then you end up taking 10 steps backwards versus the steps forward that you desire. Okay, so something to keep in mind, all right? 5:55. You could be seeing 5:50 p.m. Anything else? Queen of Swords upright. I hear, ooh, command movement. You need to command movement. You also need to command movement, but also call in your tribe. Yeah. Why is that in reverse though? You really don't see something changing. Pay attention to the 18th. This is the second time you've gotten 18. So I feel the need to point it out. But Queen of Swords upright, commanding calling in. Clarity on the way that you are going, not allowing any confusion that comes thy way to be confusing to you. It's like I said what I said. Damn. Fucking water bottle is just snap, crackle, fucking pop over there. All of a sudden, okay? Money bag. And it's crazy because you got the King of Pentacles, money bag. But yeah, all of a sudden, okay? With death in reverse, you don't see something coming in before the end of Scorpio season. I do feel like Sagittarius season is a reflection of this Ace of Wands and the 8 of Wands, which is why I said pay attention to the 18th. But that day is still Scorpio season. But Sagittarius season, you will be, it's giving propelling into a new beginning. Initiating a new beginning that is going to take you somewhere. Where you are sitting right now, you're about to be moving forward, either metaphorically and or literally. You have Judgment, 10 of Pentacles. What's the 10th commandment? Maybe, I don't know. I used to know, but I'm a 42 laws girl, woman now. Hold on, I need to see the 10th commandment. You shall not covet. Let me give you the definition. Is it that? I feel like it's thou shalt not covet, not you shall not covet. Hold on, where's... I need to go get the Bible, because I will. Yeah, thou shalt not covet. What the hell? Don't try to fuck. Okay, anywho. Thou shalt not covet. Okay. So you shall not possess. I was going to see if the Google was going to break it down a different way than I would have, but no. And it's interesting. The possessions are a reflection of these pentacles. Okay, the King of Pentacles, which will be money. 10 of Pentacles would be people and or legacy, which legacy is combined with people and money. So yeah. So in order for you to receive the life that you desire, you have to detach. But you don't want to detach. Death in reverse. However, the lack of detachment is blocking the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. So whatever you are not wanting to whatever you are not wanting to detach from, you are currently coveting. Okay, so let's clarify what it is that you are coveting, and then we'll move on. 3 of Swords. So for some of you, it's pain. We haven't even shuffled. Okay, it's pain, it's heartbreak, it's shit where people had you fucked up. We'll just simplify it to where people had you fucked up. Okay, and when I say simplify it, I don't want you to think that the magnitude of the hurt, the pain, the whatever, is minimal. Okay, that's not it. All right, but yeah, 3 of Swords is what's being coveted that needs to be released. What else? Heavy energy on where people have had you fucked up and you're holding on to that. I'm seeing the forgiveness card, even though we haven't gotten into another oracle deck. 555 on the timer. 5s are heavy for you. Yeah, it's the 3 of Swords. And it's interesting because with the King of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles, I do feel like a lot of you, like you have had a very long And when I say long, long, honey, developing relationship when it comes to just the energy of money, the energy of abundance. Once you release and choose to ride the wave, baby, it's up and it's fucking stuck. That's what it's feeling like. But there's so much waiting for you, but there's release that needs to happen. It's not even the healing like that is the final step of the healing that you need to release it, to let go of it. And you know when this is done, when it can be brought up, you can think about the person and there is no feeling, but God bless them. No emotion, no, none of that, all right? Yeah, 3 of Wands. You're definitely moving in a different direction in November. And I do feel like October has prepared you for something. As I say that, yeah, the Tower and the 2 of Cups. There's some type of unity coming into play. Let me go back to the April reading because I forgot. It just came back up though. Okay, interesting. Your April reading was an hour and 11 minutes and 56, which breaks down to 11. But this is not what you, hold on. The title is This Is Not is in all caps. Oh, my nails are green. What you think, stop, wait. So I feel like this is the energy you've been in. You've been in the waiting period. Your opposite, Pisces, you've been in the Hanged Man energy. And after the Hanged Man would be death. So, aka Tower. And then the Ace of Cups in reverse. Keep hearing no fake love. Like the fake love needs to be empty. Yeah, the Moon, Pisces. Pay attention to the 18th. That's on it. That is out. The 18th is on Tuesday, Mars Day, and I was about to say, yeah, the Tower is Mars energy, and Mars is fast as fuck. Okay, so this could happen. I don't know, fast as fuck. And once you do, 6 of Cups. It's just you're gonna literally feel the weight just removed from your energetic field. Queen of Wands, upright. Period. Okay, no more confusion. Queen of Cups, emotional stability. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. So, yeah, by the 20th, all of the judgment calls that need to be made at this current time will be made. Queen of Wands. You'll be seeing black cats at this time. If you are, Ace of Swords, it's time. So going back to the beginning, you're about to be a heartbreaker. 3333 on the timer. Virgo. You have Herald of Change in reverse. Winter's Dream, gestation period. So this energy feels like the... Okay, so there's 2 parts of that. Yeah, 55, the 5s, both step forward. There's 2 parts of that. So yes, you need to make some final decisions once and for all and move on. But there's also something that you are wanting to... I hear the word launch. Winter is better. Winter solstice is better, especially since this 63 is 9, and winter solstice is the last of the 9 energy until we shift into spring and really in that wheel of fortune. energy. 10, both step forward. Yeah, 5 plus 5 is 10. This benefactor, grace, and generosity is just, and yeah, a season is 90 days, 3 months. So winter just feels more beneficial, okay? But up until then, because the Queen of Wands is still here on the board, but I also see the Herald of Change in reverse with lost compass getting back to integrity. That I need to clarify. Why with whatever this is, launch, initiating, whatever it is, why is Herald of Change in reverse? Let me shuffle. Experiencing life as it comes. Sag is, hold on, this is representing Sag season. 1 second, getting back to integrity. Please don't be offended, but it's giving you, you fell off. But not fall off like, it's like, you know, you had a certain spiritual routine, a physical routine. I don't know, something was balanced and you fell off. This could be working out. This could be, whatever this is, it has nothing to do with producing income, okay? Nothing with producing income. This could be falling off with self-care, you know? But it's the inner, you fell off. And that's why Herald of Change is in reverse. I hear you, when that falling off is, you went back to the old you, the old version of you. Hear that fucking shit again? And you know exactly what it is that I'm referencing. And so it's like before you launch, initiate, there needs to be a realignment first, which is a reflection of getting back into integrity. And with needing direction in reverse, Spirit says you know exactly what it is. Yeah. It's like you come to a stopping point in a certain journey and it's push it to the limit. Yeah, the divine matrix. I hear, yeah, 2024, you were on game. 2025, I hear you fell off game. And the universe is your partner. Today is the 31st. Tomorrow, November 1st, you can pick back up and get back up again. Okay, new beginning, revelation. And the sirens are saying it needs to happen sooner than later, okay? All right, anything else for Virgo? Opportunity, sideways. Intentionality, sideways. Look, it's like an opposite sideways, if you can see. Tell me more. Obstacles. Ego sublimation. So an ego death. Inspiration. Your ancestral wisdom, curiosity, wandering between realms. Okay, hold on. I feel like there's one more. Thank you. Possibility for union. There are some situations where you're not going to be able to make everyone happy, Virgo. And in November, you're going to realize that for sure. A lot of the obstacles that you are facing specifically is based on what you're coveting, okay? Is giving what you are coveting it's like a silent destroyer. It's a silent K-I-L-L-E-R, okay? And with intentionality, yes, your intentions are pure for new opportunities, for growth, for connection, for equilibrium, for us all to be together and be happy and kumbaya fucking ya, okay? Pure intentions, right? But it's like what you are wanting to be with you, come with you. It's not aligned. It's a face-off energy. It's a battle. It's a battleground. And that battleground is full of obstacles. And it's like you refuse to see the reflections that have been shown, but it's about to be shattered. And once it's shattered, you are re-inspired. 333 is here. The number 3 has been heavy. Ancestral wisdom. You see how she's at the top of he or she is at the top of this mountain. Like, yes, I fucking did it. I made it. And I hear that song, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. And then I'm seeing the judgment card, like, no, it's you, oh Lord, that's needed to make some judgment calls, all right? And then it's like, you know, once you just, I hear wipe the slate clean, curiosity, stepping into a new life. But there's a new life waiting for you that your old life cannot go into. It cannot. It is not allowed. It is forbidden. It's forbidden fruit. You have some forbidden fruit that needs to be discarded. Okay, that's going to be your title. Let me put that in my notes because I'm going to fucking forget. Forbidden fruits that needs to be discarded. You see the trash can. But I typed in Discord. So yes, creating Discord, aka obstacles. I'm gonna pull one more time. What else is going on with Virgo in November outside of what we have discussed? Or more to what we have, whatever you want to say. Work with lavender, rosemary, or eucalyptus at this time. I feel like you need to burn it, boil it. Like instead of saging Palo Santo, burn some lavender, rosemary, burn some eucalyptus. You have a good heart for the wrong motherfuckers. That's what it's giving. A good heart for the wrong people. And, you know, not to say, because, you know, agape love is unconditional love, you know. No matter who the person is. But it's like with the wrong people in regards to you, you want legacy, you want 10 of pentacles, fucking 10 of cups with these energies, and it is fucking 10 of swords and 10 of wands for you. So yeah, no, your ancestors, no. Here, we've come this far by faith, and people want to destroy your faith, and they will not allow that to happen. Not on their watch. Cosmic womb, the divine feminine, number 6. Experiencing life as it comes, 14, June 14. The month of June, Cancer season specifically, keeps coming out. You have meditation and stillness in reverse, number 11. Preparations come to fruition, upright, 42. Heart, home, compassion. Dream thief, refusal of the call in reverse. The courage to step into life. So something's being manifested, something's being created at this time. And it's going back to that secret spring success card. Yeah, I see obstacles in reverse. Once you separate, so it's like you are in the, I feel like you're in the, you are in the month of November, you're in a manifestation portal. I mean, the month starts in a portal with 111. So yeah, but what's significant about that specifically for you in Pisces is that the nodes shifted into, well, the north node shifted into Pisces and the south node shifted into Virgo on 111. So this portal is portaling for you, whether feminine or masculine, with this divine feminine. But the divine feminine represents the art of creation, and to me the divine masculine would represent the art of production. Okay, but with the art of creation, I mean, creation is producing, but in two different dualities in a sense. You're flowing with the energies of life. Like you may create a plan, and again, things can be changing every day, and it's like you're experiencing life as it comes, right? Now with meditation and stillness in reverse, you desire quiet, but there's loudness, like my damn neighbor. But no, it's kind of like, you know, as we have less sun, you want to rest, you want to chill, you want to just do you more. But it's like the more that you want to rest, the more it's it's like the opposite is happening energetically. So it's like physically the body wants to rest, you want to chill, out the way, right? But then it's like there's this uneasiness, not to say like you're struggling to sleep, but energetically you feel uneasy. And this could be after, you know, you make those judgment calls and decisions, and this is because preparations are coming to fruition. Meditation and stillness in reverse, the soul knows, okay, but the body is not aligned with the energy yet, because cosmic womb, the first card, is still in the, again, you're in the manifestation portal. Or if things have been slow in October, they're definitely going to pick up in November as well, just as another way to view it. But something is coming to life. And with heart home compassion, moving is coming up, but there may be delays to that. I don't know. I'm going to touch on that separately. But you're answering the call with refusal of the call in reverse and the courage to step into life. And then you're ending with Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. So as we end with rest and renewal and going back to the first message, your body is wanting one thing, but the energy is speaking of another. It's like once you get in the groove of the new wave, the new flow, whatever busyness picks up, then now it's time to rest. So learning how to balance that energy within itself is a theme. I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles in my mind's eye. But why? I'm gonna use the tarot for that. Hi. Why is heart home compassion in reverse? Ooh, you see the Two of Pentacles? The Hierophant. Something's not ready for you yet. It's about to be though, but not yet. I keep saying December 1st in my mind's eye, because you just had Temperance and the Ace of Swords, but December initiates in Sagittarius season. Yeah, Ace of Swords, the truth. So yeah, that way. All right. Anything else with this entire spread? The Moon. When I'm saying like things are gonna pick up, a lot of you don't know what I'm talking about with the Moon being here. But if to specify what I'm referencing, it's whatever that you have been wanting to grow or wanting to see progress on that hasn't been that way. It hasn't been balanced. It hasn't been consistent. It literally has been a wave, okay, of ups and downs. Anything else? But I'm seeing the tides of the water with the moons. Now, it's interesting because with the full moon, you know, the tide is higher. With the new moon, the tide is lower. But before I moved, I started to notice the opposite. The new moon, the tides were higher. The full moon, the tides were lower. And I know, you know, the earth is changing and things and all of that. But Pisces is your opposite. So tides would be heavily connected to you anyway. And you literally are the only human sign. So, and we're on Earth and you're an Earth sign. So yeah, the tides are related. This Earth is more water than land. So here, make it rain. I don't know. Hold on. I'm just getting the message. 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Pentacles. And just side note, some of you don't think that you can do something alone. half of the collective doesn't believe that they can do something alone. Shit, honey, 10 years ago, I didn't think I could do. Like, you cannot tell me the life I'm living right now, I would have been living 10 years ago. And I mean that in the way that I move solo, okay? Because I was not always this way. I was the complete opposite. But again, your biggest struggle is releasing releasing the attachments and detaching. You like to you covet pain. And I feel like a lot of you think you're over something and you're not, and that's going to come up in retrograde, which we're going to do Mercury retrograde and the Taurus full moon in another reading, but so let's run it back. You fell off in regards to some type of physical and spiritual alignment, okay? You were on your game in 2024. 2025, babe, you took a chill pill, okay? This Garden of Venus is 25, all right? You took a chill pill, you fell off, right? So again, you need to make some judgment calls about some people. You be holding on to situations. You like to leave a door open. So once you close all of those damn doors that you have left cracked open, and then once you realign, it's like then you can rest. But are you worried about money? Because I just keep seeing the pentacles. And I'm not trying to address it, but I need to so we can see something else. But I don't know if it's like money. If it's not money, it's like, you know, the tables that you are preparing or building for yourself, and what you, in addition to the table that you're preparing and building for yourself, what you want to sit on that table as a reflection of you could be what it is that you're stressed about as well. But going back to that energy of make it rain, I feel like that's connected to you doing something radical, which is connected to this courage to step into life. And as I mentioned, you're already doing the opposite of what people expect you to do, but it's like you're doing that in a safe way. And the way that you're doing it is not creating a safe harboring type of space for you. It's leading to the 5 of Cups upright, the 10 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, and you're not happy, but someone else is, and that's starting to become a problem. And I feel like for a lot of you, it has been a problem that's been going on for quite some time. If you are seeing sixes, the message to you is to align your heart with your mind. And I feel and think and know that that means that you need to make the decisions that your mind is telling you to make that the heart does not want to make. Okay? Okay. You got it. You can do it. Maybe you need to watch the Nutty Professor say, yes, I can. Yes, I can. You have change. Virgo. Love. It's upright now after you make the change. They're funny. But they are so serious. You have stillness on the ground. What else? Leadership. I don't know why I did my like that, but yeah. Wisdom. Gateway is sideways. Anything else? Forgiveness came out. And it came out in reverse. Forgiveness does take time though. You have trouble forgiving others because you have trouble forgiving yourself. And that's a mirror that a lot of you are having trouble embracing at this time, or just have had trouble embracing throughout life. Where's the first card that you had? Hold on. The doves are outside again. Wizard of the Woods focus. Here it is. All right, so you had Wild Rose Fairy Love in reverse, and now you have Love Upright. And then you had Secret Spring Success. Okay. So change in between. So I'm sorry, surrounding love is change and stillness. Now, I can read this a couple of ways. So one way is, you know, your love language is changing. Another way is, you know, where you were focused on love, you're now no longer. It's like where you were focused on love outside of yourself. And this goes back to the beginning message. You're more so focused on the love with yourself. But again, you're overcompensating for something. And I feel like you are overcompensating. So you remember when I was like, you know, you want to rest, but things need to get done. Like, are you sad? Are you depressed? I really don't like to verbalize those words because, yeah, but you're ignoring that you're also ignoring something, all right, which is contributing to the stillness that you are facing. Now, no matter, I do feel like you're a leader, but not everyone is a leader. But even though, you know, you may be a leader, some of you, not all of you, but you have been operating in the energy of a follower. Baby, imitation is not the greatest form of flattery, okay? It is not. It truly isn't. But that's not for all of you. But also leadership is needing to lead by example. And sometimes leading by example is making the decisions that no one else would make. Doing the actions that no one else will do. It's like somebody has to lead, all right? It reminds that there's on, what is that? Threads, Twitter? It's Twitter or Threads? I think it's Threads. I don't fucking know. And I don't follow anyone on Threads intentionally. Okay, it's the only social media platform. I follow people on Instagram, but I do not follow anyone on Threads. But even though I don't follow anyone, I saw people on my timeline. So there's always this one person that does a post, and they'll like, you know, this is what you should do for a woman. Simple shit, but he ends it with nigga lead, okay? But it's like, Virgo, you're being asked to lead something, and I feel like leading is doing what you don't want to do that is the best thing for you to do. And wisdom, you know what needs to be done, all right? You have the intuitive knowledge of what needs to be done, okay? And the knowing, okay? With knowledge and knowing are definitely connected, but some of y'all are in the motherfucking way just because you refuse to make a decision. And that lack of a decision, something so simple, because it really do be so simple, is just, it just has you in whatever timeline you're on right now. And the way to the next timeline would be to lead, move, and decide, okay? Now, after you do all of these things, right, I feel like there's a need to affirm to yourself why it's important. You know why it's important. You do. I don't need to tell you that. Now, if this was for of all ages, I would break it down. This is for 18 and up. I don't need to break it down, okay? Yeah. And you have patience here, and then you have, look at this. So forgiveness in reverse, and then patience is peeking out, and then action. So that's going back to how I broke down the April reading for you guys. Like, you've been just leaving something just lingering, okay? I don't know if this is a keep your friends close, enemies closer type shit. I don't know, but it's not leading to the success and what you think it is. Again, it's hurting you. It really is hurting you. Anything else? Protection in reverse, honey. It's not safe, okay? Also, hold on, I'm going to clarify that first before I speak. I want to make sure I speak correctly. Clarify. Illumination. Okay. So, you know, some people are walking energies of pure love. Some people are walking energies of protection. Some people are walking just like God's chosen angels. You know, it's all kind of shit happening, okay? You got some not so of light walking here too, right? Right. But I feel like when it comes to like doors being open, attachments, whatever the case may be, it's like, you know, there's a reason why people stay attached to you too. Like, you have your reasons and they have theirs. And I feel like you don't ever think about theirs, which, why would you, right? But this is something to think about. It's like, what is the benefit of having you, Virgo, right? And that's a reflection. You being able to answer that question would be a reflection of your self-worth, whether you have it and are aware of it, or if it's something that you need to work on and discover. But you're a walking energy of something, okay? What it is specifically, I don't know. It's different for all of you, but whatever it is, it's like you're being used without even realizing that you're being used energetically for love, for protection, for safety, comfort. I don't fucking know. For a bill payment, I don't know, but it's for something, okay? For a nut, something. And there's a need to protection in reverse. Cut that shit, okay? Like, cut it. And it's going back to the cups that you've given to everyone else, pouring those cups back into yourself. I see someone doing an herbal shower bath, like pouring the herbs, the boiled herbs from their crown and allowing it to drip down their body. Sweat dripping all over her body. All right, where are you? All right, Virgo, last deck. The lightning bolt. The Akashic Field in reverse. Who sings that song? I don't know. Are the lyrics I set fire to the thunder rain? What? I don't know. But when I said you need to make it rain, like, that's how I'm making that connect. Let's move on. I'm not gonna look it up, but I set fire to the rain or something. I don't know. Anywho, the lightning bolt is upright. The Akashic Field is in reverse. I'm seeing Scarface, the movie. Some of you could become disturbed by the color red, right? Now, Red is the root chakra. So if you are becoming or become disturbed by the color red, red has its meanings. But again, it is the root chakra. I want to emphasize the root chakra in this message. Something, okay, so if you're affected by the color red negatively, like if it just make you feel some type of way at this time, you need to, it would be wise for you to receive that, because I feel like the color itself is a sign that something is negatively affecting your root chakra, okay? It's something's unstable, lightning bolt, okay? And it needs to be destabilized, destroyed, whatever the fuck, gotten rid of in order for you to no longer be disturbed by that color, okay? And it's interesting, my lighter is red, but yeah. Just, I don't like how it feels. And then, you know, the root chakra is the first chakra, and you have the Akashic field number 1 in reverse. So it's, baby, we need the root. The root is the stabilization of everything that grows from it. So you just need to make some judgment calls, babe. Yeah, with your community, because you see the red, something is not right. Okay, it's not right. All right, I don't like it. You have Archangel Gabriel. We just looked him up, but you know what? I kept the book on the desk because I can't quote what I said. And I placed the bookmark right where it needs to be to make it easier to find. Go me. All right, Gabriel, number 3. Is that the fire? Is Gabriel the fire? Hold on. No. God is my strength. Hold on. Who is fire? Who do we look up? And it was Uriel? Yeah, the fire of God. That's Uriel. Okay. So Gabriel was the first heaven. Okay, the number 1. God is my strength is what his name means. His Kabbalistic number is 9. His colors are blue and orange. Whose colors are red? Hold on. Let me see if I can find real quick. Electric blue. Yellow and gold. Red. Okay, found it. So, Cameo? K-A-M-A-E-L. He who sees God. His color is red. But his name means he who sees God. But he rules war, the military, police, fires, and firefighters, enemies, judges, all court cases, wounds, accidents, enemies, and prisons, okay? The animals he rules are the ram, Aries. They're both ruled by Mars, so it makes sense. And the 18th is Mars Day. Pay attention, that's Tuesday. Okay, so the ram, Aries, the scorpion, Scorpio, we're in Scorpio season, the snakes, we're currently in the year of the snake. All reptiles, as well as the eagle, the vulture, the salamander, and the basilisk. I don't know what that is, okay? But you know what's interesting? His flowers and plants are all red blooms except red roses. And the reason why that's interesting is because red rose is one of the most highest vibrational plants on this earth. And it's interesting that he does not rule red roses, but it's connected to everything else, all right? So, I don't know. Damn, I'll be in the comments late. Okay. Croatia. Welcome. All right, but what did I say for Gabriel? God is my strength, all right? So this is the time to put on the armor of the Lord and take action, okay? The architect, number 1. Upright. That's how you build. Hold on. Let me look up what Bible verse that is. and then we'll move on. Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 18. Pay it to 18th, okay? Yo. So the armor of God is primarily described in Ephesians 6, chapters 10 through 18. No. Chapter 6, verse 10 through 18, which instructs believers to put on the full armor to stand against the spiritual forces of evil. The verses, so you have the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes of the gospel of peace, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, which you have the ace of swords. So, baby, you need to put on your armor and tap into the sword of the Spirit and do what the fuck you need to do, okay? Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Hold on, no, they wanted you to see that. The King of Forces. The armor of the divine, all right? Period. Pay attention to the nature animals. You got the wolf and the stag, all right? I'm going to pull one card from the deck that we started, and then I'm out of here. Final message for Virgo. Courage, strength. Work with Archangel Gabriel. The number, no. The number 3, courage, okay? Archangel Gabriel, the number 3. You may want to watch the Leo reading. Hold on, let me find it real quick. From September, because Gabriel is 9. And 9 a Kabbalistic number. But watch, yeah, Leo September. I'll share it for you. Love you. Have a great month. Bye.